Hello and welcome to my Goat Shed Life. Before we get started today, it's Thursday, and I'm going to talk about technical trouble and triumphs. I love triumphs. Anyway, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you can get future notifications of videos when they come out, and give me a thumbs up. Alright, so first of all, I've got some new subscribers, and I really would like to welcome y'all all here, and I hope you enjoy my channel, and I've checked out some of y'all's channels too and subscribed to some of those. And I also would like to give a great big thank you to my friend and fellow YouTuber as well as fellow Southerner, Miss Glenda Sully, and she's a really nice lady. I like her, and I really appreciate her inviting y'all. Anyway, yesterday was supposed to be Word Wednesday, and I attempted to make a video like 5 times, and my 32 gigabyte iPhone told me that I didn't have any space, but I'd only used up 11.5 gigabytes. So I still don't understand what the deal was. Don't know what was wrong, but I was having terrible technical problems. And so eventually my daughter did help me get me back down to like 10 something. So hopefully this is not going to cut off and say, oh, sorry, you're out of space, you're out of time. Go away, lady. So today I've been staying at my daughter's house in the evening and then running back over here to my RV, which is where I am now, and getting a nap and getting cleaned up and then going back over. I didn't go back over today. I plan on spending the day here, and I was sitting here trying to get on the internet and get ready to take a nap, and the internet was messing up. Apparently the campground has swapped internets, and they've gone from one internet to another, and the other one wasn't that great, and this one's not doing well at all. So I'm like, wah! And then I'm sitting here and the power goes off. And I'm like, no, what? So I go outside, and the breaker has flipped. I use a 30 amp breaker, and 30 amp breakers flip. I flip it back on. I come back inside. Everything's back on. The microwave light's on. We're good to go. A few minutes later, it flips again. I go back outside. I'm like, oh, man, this sucks. So I flip it again, and I come back inside, and nothing. I got nothing. I've got no power. Okay, now the temperature outside is like, oh my gosh, so hot. I'm in New Orleans. Did I mention that I'm in New Orleans? Yeah. And so it's really hot and really humid, and I'm sitting in a tin can basically that's going to heat up in no time flat. And so I call the campground. I'm like, okay, here's what's going on. And she says, okay, well, I'll get somebody over there. And the guy shows up like 45 minutes later. Fortunately, first thing I did was I started the engine, and because I've got air conditioning blowing, and then duh, it occurs to me, hey, Lynn, you've got a generator. All you got to do is go out, pull that plug out, stick it, plug it where it's plugged into the generator, and turn that generator on. And I tell you what, if it hadn't been for that generator, I would have just been so hot and sweaty. I don't know what I would have done. Anyway, the guy comes by. He connects me to 50 amp. He says he's connected me with an adapter, and he's going to have to replace the 30 amp breaker. And then I start freaking out because I'm like, oh no, is it going to burn up my electrical system? Because you have to be really careful with that with RVs. But it wasn't just an adapter. It was something that reduced the power down. So I talked to the campground lady, and I wasn't in any danger of burning up my electrical system. So that gave me a lot of peace of mind. And he did come back by later on and fix that. So even though I've had some technical problems, some technical difficulties for the past couple of days, missed Word Wednesday for the second week in a row. I had a good excuse last week. The grandbaby was being born. Things have just been a little hectic, a little crazy. It's amazing to me how one 8-pound little baby can just absolutely wear out 3 grown people. And this is why older people do not have little babies, because man, have I been tired. I've been trying to fix it where my daughter could get a little bit of sleep and a little bit of rest, and he's beautiful, he's wonderful, and he's lovely, but he's made me it made us all, I'm sure, a little bit tired. That lack of sleep thing will really get to you. Also, I have to pick my son up at the New Orleans airport later tonight, and I have two things. I don't drive in traffic, and I don't drive at night in the dark. So I made a practice run to the airport and found out that I don't even have to get on the interstate. I don't have to get on any freeway anywhere. It's all 2 lanes, straight shot, probably 10 minutes from here to pick him up at night. And I made the thing so I should be able to make my way back there in the dark. Where I live, you know, our biggest traffic hazards are hitting a deer, hitting a hog, or letting those guineas cross the road. Anyway, so even though it started out with my technical troubles, I've ended up triumphant in that I know I can make it to the airport in a car that I'm not used to driving without having to get on any freeway anywhere. And my air condition is working beautifully and going to keep us nice and cool tonight to sleep. And I've cleared up enough space to make an almost 6.5 minute video. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I usually don't rant, I usually don't gripe, but it's been, you know, there's been some technical troubles, and but it's turned out to be a pretty good day after all. And I'm looking forward to it tomorrow, and looking forward to spending some time with my wonderful son and my 2 daughters, and just having a great grand time over the weekend. So you guys have a great rest of your week, and I don't know if there's going to be a funny Friday or not. I'm all wound around the axle with this whole being a Wednesday grandmother thing. So y'all stick with me. And again, feel free to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. We'll see y'all. Love y'all. Bye.